Emily lived alone in a small apartment on the outskirts of town. It was a quiet place, perfect for someone who cherished solitude. But tonight something felt off. The clock on the wall ticked past midnight, and the silence in her apartment became oppressive. Suddenly, her phone rang. The shrill sound echoed through the stillness, startling her. Emily glanced at the screen. Unknown number. She hesitated, but then answered. "Hello?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. There was no response, just a faint crackling on the other end. Then a low, distorted voice murmured, "I'm outside." Emily's heart skipped a beat. She rushed to her window and peered outside, but the street was empty. No sign of anyone. She shook her head, convincing herself it was a prank. She hung up and returned to her couch, trying to focus on the TV. Minutes later, the phone rang again. Her hands trembled as she answered. "Who is this?" she demanded. The same distorted voice, this time closer, replied, "I'm at your door." Fear gripped her. She crept toward the front door, her breath shallow. Slowly, she peeked through the peephole. The hallway was empty. Her phone buzzed again, a text message this time. "I'm inside." Emily's blood ran cold. She turned around slowly, scanning the room. Everything was as it should be, yet she felt a presence. Something unseen, lurking. Suddenly the lights flickered and the air grew colder. She backed away, her eyes darting around the room. In the reflection of the TV screen, she saw a shadow behind her. She spun around, but the room was empty. The phone rang again. She didn't want to answer, but her hand moved on its own. The voice, now barely a whisper, said, "I'm right behind you." Emily felt icy breath on her neck. She turned slowly, and her scream was swallowed by the darkness as the lights went out. When the power returned, the apartment was empty, the door ajar, and the phone lay on the floor. The screen cracked, displaying a final message. "Goodbye."